after over a month of dealing with fires and smoke and quite frankly not enjoying the hike anymore, I got to the Three Sisters area of Oregon and everything changed. The landscape opened up, it became less of a green tunnel, there wasn't smoke or fire anymore, and it just got to be this beautiful, I had these beautiful vistas every day and started really enjoying my hike. It was here in the Three Sisters area that I started reflecting on my life and how I got here to the PCT. You know, in order to take a 6 months of your life and hike a long trail, it takes a lot of planning. And my planning really began in 2013 on the Camino when I decided that, well, I had an amazing career and I loved what I did, and I had spent, at that point, over 20 years building it up, that I didn't want to do it for another 20, that I didn't want to do it the rest of my life, that if I did, there would be something left unfinished. And so, not wanting to have any regrets, I started getting very frugal, and I started socking my money away, lowering my expenses. As I got closer to the time I wanted to hike the PCT, I sold my apartment in Manhattan and moved out of the city. I did all sorts of things in order to have the financial resources in order to retire at a young age, and I did. And what I wasn't expecting, though, is the emotional toll it would take on me when I told my employer that I was leaving. First of all, nobody really understood it. Why would I leave an amazing job that paid so well and that I loved? I told everybody then, and I still believe I had the best job in the world. Why would I do that to go hiking? You know, it just didn't make sense to most people. And it was very hard for me. And I had months of this kind of, dark night of the soul, if you will, where I questioned what I was doing and I questioned if I was making the right choice. And as I get to the obsidian area of the PCT and the lava fields that we're just about to come across, it reflected exactly that dark night that I was going through. So we are in the obsidian area, also known as dragon glass. Isn't this amazing? I mean, it's everywhere. It's kind of cool. This mountain is all obsidian. All right, I think I'm entering Vulcan. This doesn't even look like this planet. I was excited to end this section, not just because it represented a difficult time in my life, but because we were going to trail days after this. And a few of us that were in the Bend area hired a man to take us up to Cascade Locks where there was trail days, and which is basically a gathering of anybody that loves the PCT and that wants to get together. And for current thru hikers, it's very special because it gives you the opportunity to see people that you may not have seen in many months, that you started with but have separated because one of you is faster than the other. And it was just a wonderful, joyous experience and just what I needed. Look who's here.
So you got banking experience.
We wanted more of these two. One person wanted more of these two. So here they are.
Tired already.
Poppy, we got O'Man, and we got Spielberg.
And look at this. Oh my God. Wow.
Okay guys, for real. 3, 2, 1. 04. 547-804. Okay.
Of us 5 from the bus.
There's Spielberg.
One last goodbye. Goodbye to Lighthouse.
Goodbye for now.
For now.
Okay.
All right, so I've spent all day getting the food I need for Washington. So this is pretty much it. I'm gonna have to supplement with like chips and some other stuff at each space, but this is about 7 drops of 4 days each, which should get me through Washington for the most part. So, lots of Mountain House, lots of peanut butter. I got to get some honey still. I've never seen a Pop-Tart that big. 48 toaster pastries. 10 or 12 boxes of Quest bars. Unbelievable amounts of my favorite M&Ms and my favorite gummies, both the cola and the gummy bears. And more meals. So I have been in Portland for days, and before that, trail days. So I haven't been on trail in almost a week, and it feels so good to be back out here. I'm just so happy to be back out. I took way too long in Portland, but I had to catch up with the videos and whatnot, and I needed to do it just for my own sanity, but I much prefer to be out here. On our way up to Timberline Lodge, about a mile away. That is good old-fashioned mist, not smoke, which is just delightful. I'm just loving mist. I don't know if that building looks familiar, but it was used in the movie The Shining, and it's Timberline Lodge in Oregon, and they actually have the axe from the movie that Jack Nicholson used, and it's a lot of fun. They let you hold it if you ask them.
Yeah.
Is this right?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to like? I don't know. That's very cool. Okay, thanks. All right, you want to hold it? Yeah, I do. You want to hold it?
I know. Look at the 13. Wait, hold on. Do it again. Wow, this thing is heavy.
It's I know. I don't remember that. Wow.
When I got back to the trail and to hike the rest of Oregon after Portland, I didn't expect to see anybody because I had spent so much time away from the trail. But when I ran into Double Snacks and Charlie at Timberline Lodge, I was so excited because we all got along so well. And Double Snacks and I have been hiking together off and on since week 2. So to have this time together with them was wonderful. And we spent the next week together hiking the rest of Oregon. And it was a little bittersweet, though, because, I'm pretty certain we're not going to run into each other again. Double Snacks is going to jump a little bit up to hike with her fiance, and Charlie is going to speed up a little bit in Washington. So I don't think I'll see them again, but I'm so grateful we had this time together.
That's right. Yep. Story of our lives out here.
And I think it's the only time in my life
Like when you use that clip of Spot saying, you're not
Yes.
hate this trail.
Yes. So I'm back at Cascade Locks and just about to enter Washington by crossing the Bridge of the Gods. And I'm so excited. I've heard so much about Washington. It's a lot of people's favorite state, and I think I'm in for a treat. I think we all are, and I just can't wait.